welcome back. So in today's video I thought we would talk about a question that I've gotten several times. I'm not claiming I'm like some big hot YouTuber with 1 million subscribers, but I have had many people ask me like what are the keys to making your channel successful, and so I've kind of formulated it with several tips, and I thought that I could provide those here. If you are a new YouTuber, welcome. It's a lot of fun, but it can be also a lot of work. So the first thing I would say is, you need to fake it till you make it, which means have an exciting intro. Make your thumbnails amazing. Even if you have 2 subscribers, that doesn't mean that you can't have a really kick-ass, for lack of a better way to say it, intro and attitude. And, it doesn't mean to be cocky, it doesn't mean, to be anything. It just means, fake it till you make it. If you're not big yet, don't let that stop you from making videos, and be confident and speak up and be happy. So another thing that I wanted to talk about, besides fake it till you make it, is your attitude matters. So I do often review products and give them a negative review, but if you notice, I sandwich those negative reviews with good videos, good reviewed videos. So I am not always a negative Nancy, and I'm not always a, cheerful cherry. I don't know. I don't have one for that letter. But what I'm trying to say is, if you hate everything, or if you're always like sour-faced and you're like not fun to watch and you don't bring good news, people don't want to watch you. So I always like to make sure that I am in a good mood when I film. If I feel like crap, I don't film usually. I mean, I just feel like people want to watch stuff they want to watch. Would you want to watch you when you're just whiny and crabby or sick or not feeling well? I wouldn't, and I don't expect other people to do that either. Another one is watch YouTube, other people's YouTube videos. Find people that you, I don't want to say idolize, but that you like their style, you like their editing style. Find different types of channels that interest you, that maybe those people's channels have the same audience as your channel. So it doesn't mean necessarily if you're like a makeup channel that you have to copy other makeup channels. Maybe you like a girl who does fashion videos and you guys have the same kind of audience, girls in their 20s or teens or whatever. You can kind of look at what they're doing and what's popular and make that fit for your channel. But also, you should have several different groups of people on YouTube that you watch. You should watch the big names because they're relevant. They talk about hot products. When they mention a product, like Jaclyn Hill mentions something, it starts flying off the shelves at Sephora. That's something you need to note, because then when you're looking at Sephora and you go, okay, I have $50 to spend at Sephora, what should I buy? What would my viewers like to see reviewed? You want to pick something that's relevant, and you'll know it's relevant because it'll be stuff that's being talked about. So follow those people on social media, Instagram and Twitter especially, but I'm more a Facebook person personally, but definitely you want to just stay current, and so following other YouTubers to find out what is popular might help you, and that tells you what other people care about, which is what you should be making videos about. Now, do I say that you should only make videos that other people care about and not what you care about? No, but you want to make videos that you would watch. What do you anticipate other people going to YouTube and searching for? If they're going to want to know about that new Becca highlighter because Jaclyn Hill just talked about it in her video, hey, maybe you should talk about that, and other people are probably looking for it too. So another tip I have is to try to be the first on the market with a new thing. So if that product came out and it launched yesterday, you can go to Sephora, pick it up, and your review will be one of 10 on YouTube if you picked it up the day it came out. So you definitely want to keep that in mind. There is the first entry to the market type of thing going. So if you are the 1,000th person to write, if you're the 1,000th YouTuber to make a video about that product, your video, if you have few subscribers and few views, is going to be all the way down at the end of that list, of the YouTube things when people go and search for that product review. But if you are one of the first people to review it, it will pop up sooner on the list and you'll get more views. That's just something to keep in mind. Another tip is, when I say watch YouTube, I don't just mean watch YouTube. I mean start talking to other YouTubers. Comment on their videos. Genuine comments. None of this like, hey, I subscribe to you, subscribe to me back, like sub for sub things that people do. I mean genuinely make friends and seem interested in their videos. And I think that that goes a long way, especially if they're smaller YouTube channels like yours or relatively comparable to your size of your channel, because at some point you might be able to collaborate with them and do a video together. And then their subscribers might come over to your channel. And if you have common subscribers, then it's kind of cool because they see you two referring to each other, referencing each other in the comments or referring to each other in the video saying, oh, Amanda talked about that product in her video, so I went and bought it. And then you're kind of giving her a shout out, and then your subscribers will go over to their channel to check it out if you link it below. And if you say you're going to link it below, link it below. That's another thing that bothers me people don't do. They're always like, oh, I'm going to link all the description box, I'm going to link everything below. And you look down there and it's like, it just says published on such and such date, and it's like completely bare, or like the bare minimum. Alright, so another thing that you might find useful on YouTube is to take advantage of all your resources. Look at YouTubers that you watch and see how they edit their videos, what software they use, what camera they use. They often have it listed below in the description box, like it'll say frequently asked questions, and it'll say I use the Canon whatever, the Rebel TI, you know, camera, or I use this microphone, or this is the kind of lighting I have. Often they get asked that question so much that they put it in the description box so you don't even have to ask. Take note, if 95% of the people you watch on YouTube are using a certain kind of light, certain kind of camera, maybe that's something you should start saving up for. I'm not saying you need to buy it right away, but just know like that's the goal, you know, eventually. Perhaps you want to know how they're doing their thumbnails. Sometimes they put in the description box, I use PicMonkey to do my thumbnail. I did want to recommend that Intro Champ is where I got my intro, introchamp.com. You can pick out your own intro there. And it is about $5, maybe $10 to buy the file, and then you have it, and then you can use it on every single video like I do. So that's a super basic thing that makes your channel look more legit. If you have 10 subscribers but you have a really capturing, interest-capturing introduction, that's great. I mean, take advantage of it and make people think you're more legit than you are. Like I said, fake it till you make it. Okay, so another tip I have is to not let it get you down, not check the analytics like obsessively. It is really hard to read the comments if they're negative and not respond angrily or offended or anything like that. So you'll have to understand that some subscribers are trying to help you out. Sometimes they are just genuinely making a comment as constructive feedback and constructive criticism, and that happens to me even now, and sometimes it can hurt your feelings, but you just have to be like, that I like that person, they've commented on my videos before, generally they're a very nice person, maybe what they're saying is true, maybe I really should work on that. But sometimes they're just being mean, and you can delete comments, you can block the people from being able to comment on your video, but usually if it's one negative comment, one of the thumbs down per video or two, I don't even try to look at those anymore. I read them once, and if it's something that I think they're right about, like maybe they're like, hey, your lighting in this video wasn't as good as normal. What, did you do something different? You can be like, ooh, they noticed my light bulb went out that day, so I tried to film without that light bulb that I usually use over here on this side. Or perhaps they say that they can't hear you, can you turn your microphone up or something? Okay, you know, that's fine. But occasionally they'll just pick on you and they'll be like, man, you look like you've gained weight. Or something like that, and it's very hurtful. But that, using the thumbs down button, the negative comments, and watching the analytics page on your YouTube channel obsessively can really get you down. So I try to only check my analytics like once a week now because I was starting to get discouraged that my channel wasn't growing faster. You know, instead of 2 subscribers a day, I wanted to be gaining 10 subscribers a day, and that just wasn't happening. And then I'll have days where I'll get negative subscribers. Like I'll lose 3 subscribers in one day, and I'm like, was my video that bad that I posted today? So I try not to look at it, and I look at it rather than daily, I look at it like as a trend overall. So you can run that analytics page, and you should run it for different time periods. You can say I want to run it for daily, I want to run it weekly, I want to view over the last 12 months how my channel has done, and you'll see the constant growth, right? But sometimes if you check it too often daily, you'll see this. Up and down, up and down, up and down, and that can be discouraging. But if you look at the overall trend of the last 3 months, it might be a steady growth. I hope that makes sense. So don't let it get you down, but you know, continue to work on your channel, bettering your lighting, bettering your sound, bettering your background, and also just kind of taking the criticism in stride. You know, if it needs to be addressed, you can always reply and say thanks for the feedback, but it's never good to get in the comments and like jump down their throats and defend yourself and get all feisty on them, because sometimes they really are trying to be nice and otherwise they're just a bully and you don't need to pay them any mind. So I kind of want to make this a series, so let me know if you guys would be interested in that. And if you have any specific questions about making your own YouTube channel and things like that, let me know. And I guess that's it for now. Thanks for watching. Bye.